Your seat ain't safe.
The Brothers of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated know that the freedom to vote is America's most important political right outside of the original Bill of Rights, and it is also the most hard-won right. The Brothers of AFIA believe that a voteless people is a hopeless people. A voteless people is a hopeless people was initiated as a national program of Alpha during the 1930s when many African Americans had the right to vote but were prevented from voting because of poll taxes, threats of reprisal, and lack of education around the voting process.
My people, voting is a right that our generations of Americans have struggled to win. Many people in other countries are still fighting for it. And remember, everyone has a voice and wants to be heard one way or another. This is your voice. And don't forget, a voteless people is truly a hopeless people. Thank you.
A Pew Research study found African American voter turnout declined significantly between Barack Obama's last election and the 2016 presidential race. Voter mobilization within the black community is a key initiative of the Hartford alumni chapter of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated. Our community must recognize there are powers that don't want our voices heard.
There is strength in numbers. It is critically important that we organize within our communities and understand important tools of democracy, like mail-in ballot and early voting.
In addition to voter mobilization, we would like to stress the importance of filling out the 2020 census. This will go a long way in ensuring the appropriate allocation of funds for our schools and hospitals, as well as an effective distribution of public services.
Just as we have shown strength and solidarity through global protests in the wake of the murder of George Floyd, we need to ensure that our voices are also heard at the ballot box. That is just as important in ensuring we affect real change. We must get out to vote.
We are the Brothers of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated, Tau Iota chapter located in Hartford, Connecticut. In today's time, now more than ever, it is imperative our people are supported, protected, and advocated for. Our elected leaders and officials must accept and prioritize this responsibility and see it through to fruition. The time for complacency and haphazard implementation of policy centered around equity for our people has long passed.
We will hold these individuals, whom we appoint, to the highest standards which align with our ideals, and should they prove incapable, will not be supported. The time is now to prioritize our people's needs, the very people whose support you lean on to gain and maintain your positions. We need you just as you need us.
It was A. Philip Randolph, a distinguished brother of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated, who had a dream to see a body of people come together in Washington, D.C. on Monday, August 26, 1963. Alongside A. Philip Randolph was Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and Brother John Lewis, and it was a powerful march and presentation that influenced the leaders of the free world. This was the voice of Black America that heralded this country must be free for all Americans, no matter of the skin color. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we are still heralding Stop the Injustice Now. It is our history that teaches us that we may have been beaten, but we will not be broken. We are the strong, and only the strong survive. We have a voice, and our voices must be heard. Our voice collectively is a clarion call that this is our house, and we will determine who enters.
My brothers and my sisters, this is the house that we built, and we must control this house. It is our duty to not let anyone disrespect our house. Our vote is the brass keys to enter this house, and the lock mechanism itself is voting at the polls. Let us come together and use our vote to protect this house. The Brothers of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated encourage you to exercise your right to vote, because every vote counts.
As an organization founded in 1963 during the height of the Civil Rights Movement, Iota Phi Theta Fraternity Incorporated and Tau Omega Alumni Chapter once again feel the need to stand up and help lead our people during this important time of change and social unrest. In 2016, we partnered with Sigma Gamma Rho Sorority Incorporated to form a joint initiative called Much More Than a Hashtag as a way to educate the community on 5 areas for civic engagement.
These areas are voter registration, citizen review boards, the grand jury process, property taxes, and finally, homeowner associations and civic clubs. Now more than ever, it is important for us as Black people to get out to the polls and vote. As part of our Much More Than a Hashtag initiative, Iota Phi Theta seeks to help you get prepared for Election Day by providing you with all the resources you need to exercise the power of the vote. We will make sure our voices are heard on the local and national levels of government by any means necessary.
Your seat ain't safe.